Okay, so I'm just getting a portion of the oatmeal I made in my weekend prep video. So we have one serving here. I'm gonna do about a half a cup of unsweetened almond milk. There'll be 0 points. This is 3 points, and then I'm gonna put this in the microwave to kind of make it smoother, and I'll show you what I'm gonna put on top. Okay, so I made up 2 tablespoons of PB2, just 2 tablespoons of this with about a tablespoon and a half of water. I'm gonna just kind of pour that on top, and then we'll add a tablespoon of strawberry preserves. And there is my peanut butter and jelly oatmeal. So I have points, calories, and protein here on the screen. And I'm gonna bring a yogurt with me to have like as a morning snack. We'll see how full this makes me. It's not quite as high a protein as I like, so that's why my morning snack will be a yogurt. Sometimes I do vegetables and hummus, which I do have those, but I think I'll keep those for an afternoon snack because I want to make sure I'm getting my protein in. I actually just remembered I planned on adding protein to my oatmeal before I heated it up. So I'm gonna put a scoop of this in a little container. When I get to work, I'm gonna have to heat this up again anyway, and I'll just sprinkle it in there. So I'm gonna add in 1 scoop of this. So now I'll put the final calorie, protein, and point count up on the screen. If you haven't tried this, protein powder is from Motivate. So I will have a link to Motivate down below, which is where I get my greens and all of that, my greens and my Motivate Burn that I drink in the mornings when I do my workouts. So this is from that same brand. Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. I had a pretty uneventful weekend, which was nice. We did go to Costco. I did not show it in my haul because it honestly was like, well, one thing, by the time we got home, it was kind of later in the day, and we had taken a little bit more time than what I planned because my husband insisted on buying tires for my car, which we have never bought tires for my car. I bought my car in 2016 and I literally have 39,500 miles on it. So not very many miles, but my tires are really, really bad. And whenever it's raining, I hydroplane really bad, which is the scariest thing for me. And we are taking our usual trip in July for our Christmas in July with our family. And we just, we take my car, and it's about a 4-hour drive. So, just even though it'll be dry during that time, but still, it's not good on your tires to drive them past their prime. So, I just hate the expensive tires. It was just like, I've been saving for it because I knew we had to get it done. And so I've been saving for it just so I had it. And I do have to travel a couple times for work, but I think I don't have to drive. I'm hoping I don't ever have to drive and I can just go with my boss. But if ever, for some reason, like maybe she can't go, or, you never know, I may end up having to drive. And so just for all those reasons, my husband's like, I would just feel better if we had no tires. And I'm like, okay, well, I do have the money saved, so let's just do it. It was like $800 and something, but it was the cheapest place to go was Costco. So I have my appointment next Saturday at 10, which means I have to do my grocery pickup either way early or later in the afternoon, which I think I'm gonna do later in the afternoon, only because I don't want to have that pressure of like having to hurry. Because what if something happened? What if the Walmart pickup was super late? What if I got delayed in the other grocery stores I go to? So I think I'll have to do it like later in the day, which will kind of throw me off. But anyway, so I'm gonna get that done next Saturday at 10. Other than that, I did find 2 books at Costco though that I have been looking for. That one of them I'm on, like it said I was gonna be like several months, I think is what it said. I think I'm 57 in line for at my library. And then the other one, I'm like, I didn't even do it because when I went to go put it on hold, it said I was going to be like 105 in line. And I was like, ugh, but I've heard really great things about the books. And so I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy them because I've been really enjoying buying reading the physical books again. I cannot believe that I hadn't done that in so long. Okay, turning you around so I feel safer, because I feel like when I'm on camera, I want to look at myself, and I just feel like that's not safe when I'm driving. So you guys get to see my beautiful rainy view. Yes, it's been raining. My ride to work. So the 2 books that I bought was Daughter of Mine by Megan Miranda, which I just read a book by her, I think in February or March, and it was really good. And then I got my auto buy is anything by Mary Kubica. If I can't get it, or Kubica, I don't know if I'm saying that right. If I can't get it through my library, then I usually purchase her books, like on my Kindle. And it's the She's Not Sorry, I believe. But that's the one I'm like 57 in line. It says I have a several month wait. So I went ahead and purchased those 2 books because they're really cheap at Costco. They were like $12.99 each. So I got those. And the only other things I bought was like a big thing of toilet paper, a big thing of laundry soap, some of the Downy Unstoppables, and then I bought the Real Good Chicken is back. So I bought those. We haven't had those at my Costco in a long time. I think it was the chicken strips. Honestly, I don't even know, because I just saw the Real Good Chicken and I grabbed them and they were on sale. But I want to say they were the strips because they were the yellow bag, which I believe the yellow bag are the strips. So I got those, and then yes, so that's all I got as far as that. And then I picked up some Prilosec, some vitamin D, all those for my husband, and some allergy pills. So it was very unexciting, you know, Costco trip, except for the books. I was excited about that. So that was my weekend, besides just doing my usual, you know, meal prepping, which I meal prepped a little different this week, which you would have already seen that video. I, instead of doing like a really real meal prep, I did like a weekend prep. So I just I just showed you things I don't normally show. Like there's times when I prep my husband's meals for the week because I have to make 2 meals since he can't eat chicken. But this week I decided, I know I'm going to be very busy with work, and we're starting a big project this week that's going to continue on through May 24th. So I know it's going to be busy these next few weeks as timelines and deadlines and stuff for that project. So I decided to have, you know, this week I'm going to eat some of the same meals my husband's eating. So I have more beef this week than I ever have, but I still have a couple meals for myself. So I just kind of prepped our dinners. So I did that a little bit different. I didn't need to really prep anything else anyway. So that was all I did this weekend. The only thing I did not get done, which I wish I would have done, and that was mop my floors, but I think I'll just do that one of these days when I go home for lunch. And I didn't unload the dishwasher. My husband loaded it, started on Saturday night, so it's my turn to unload it. So I need to do that. I may do that today at lunch. I have a meeting right at 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to make sure I'm back. Right, I might leave a little bit early for lunch if I can, and then that way I can get back in time. So that was my weekend. Hi guys, it is lunchtime. I am going to put together a quick lunch here to take back to work with me. So I have these pita breads. I'm going to go ahead and just take one of these, and it feels pretty soft, so I don't think I'm going to heat it up or anything, but I'm just going to put that on the bottom. And then I have the avocado ranch chopped salad kit. I won't use quite half of this, but I did track using half of all the toppings, but not the dressings, because I'm going to use the fire chili ranch, which is absolutely amazing. If you guys can find this, I can only find it at my Kroger store. Actually, no, take that back. So my Safeway finally started carrying it. So now I can find it at Safeway and at Kroger. So good. So I'm gonna have this with half of all the toppings, the cheese blend, the crispy corn. So I'm gonna have that, but I won't quite do half of the salad because I won't be able to fit it all. And then I have some air fried chicken here. This is the blackened chicken strips, so this is 0 points. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that all together. And then I'm also going to make a smoothie. So I have the vegetable smoothie blue fruit blend from Walmart. And I'm gonna use one of the pure protein. And that's all I do is put together. I don't count blended fruit. So this will be 1 point for me. So I have my little bowl here to assemble my toppings. And I'm just gonna put it in a container that I can take back to work with me. So what I decided to do, instead of stuffing it in the pita, and I have a meeting right at 1, so I'm gonna try to eat as much as I can before my meeting. But I figured I didn't want the pita to get soggy, so I put all the salad mix in here, and then the pita, and then whatever I can't fit in here, I'll just eat as a salad. So that looks pretty dang good. Have my smoothie right here. Now I'm gonna head back to work. Here is dinner. So this is the potato taco casserole that I did in my weekend prep video. I'll have it linked down below under meal prep. And on top of that, I have 2 tablespoons of this queso blanco. And then, of course, some jalapenos. So I don't think I'm going to put any plain non-fat Greek yogurt on there. I normally would in place of sour cream, but I think because I'm using the cheese, I'm not going to do that. So this will be my dinner. So I want to give you a verdict on this dinner. So it has good flavor. However, it has a weird texture, and I don't know why. I don't know what it would be, because it's literally potatoes, beef, rotel tomatoes, some fat-free half and half, but it almost has a grainy texture. And I'm thinking it's the potatoes, but I don't know. But it looks terrible. It's not pretty at all, but it tastes really good. I think I would make it again. We'll see what my husband thinks. If he doesn't like it, then I would not make it again because it's such a big batch. I would just go to what I was going to make, which I think is better than this. So my favorite taco potato thing to do is to take the little baby potatoes. I just do a serving of those. I cut them up into like quarters and halves depending on the size of the potato. I throw them in the air fryer with some cooking spray. I make them till they're super, super crispy, but still soft on the inside. And then I just do taco meat and all like the fixings on top of that. Sometimes I'll do like black beans or pinto beans with some sort of ground meat. Doesn't have to be ground beef, but some sort of ground meat with taco seasoning. And then like green onions and those kind of things, and jalapenos. And I'll put that on top with some cheese. And that will be my dinner. But like I said, because I wanted my husband to try this, I did this bigger batch one. But that other way is my preferred way, and I think it tastes really good. And I think maybe because everything's kind of more separate rather than in just one big like casserole bowl. So if this recipe does not appeal to you, maybe try the other. And I'll see if I can find the meal prep video where I made those. I think I just called them taco potatoes, so you can always search as well. But I'll see if I can find them. So anyway, I think this is going to finish up. I was going to try like a new dessert that I saw on TikTok, but I am honestly like, I don't think I'm going to be hungry. Like, I think I'm going to be completely full. If for some reason I decided to do that dessert, I will pop it up right here. If not, I'm going to try to maybe not eat as much so I can try it tomorrow. But I really don't. I think as far as the rest of the night goes, I think this will be enough for me. I'm feeling a little, if you guys watched my weekly update, I told you what I thought was going to happen, because my cycle is getting to be regular again, but some things have changed where I'm starting to experience like all my PMS symptoms like 10 days before my cycle starts over again. So last week was my one like 7-8 days where I feel great in the entire month. This week I'm kind of crampy, kind of bloated feeling today. It's just has, and then I've just been busy. I have been drinking a ton of water, and I did my workout. So I've tracked everything. So I've checked all the boxes today. Just been feeling a little icky, on top of all that. So we're just gonna go with the flow, because we got things figured out. So we're just gonna go with the flow. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be tomorrow. I'm gonna film tomorrow, but it'll be up on another day. So I will see you guys then. Bye, guys.